Hey everyone, the Black Queen here with another episode of Queen Reacts, and today's the same day that I just recorded the episode 4 of season 8 of MLP. So yeah, this is the same day, but just later. This is a video I was actually gonna get to yesterday, but I just didn't have time. So yeah, it's Bronies React to Shadow Play, the season 7 finale, which is probably one of my favorite finales. I think it might actually be my favorite, if not maybe my second favorite. I don't know if season 5 finale would be like #1 for me, but like I think it's kind of like tied between those two. No, not season 5, season 4 finale. Season 5 would probably be #3, and then like 4 would be season 6 finale. 5 would, the 5th one would be season 2 finale. I don't know. It's just like, I don't know, I actually haven't narrowed my list down. I'm just kind of actually forgetting about some of them. But anyways, the Bronies React to Shadow Play. Before I get into this, my most recent commentary to episode 4 of MLP, it's blocked. I disputed it, so hopefully at some point it should go back up. So just hang in for that. But yeah, I don't really know what to expect for this. I just know that it's gonna have most of the general cast, I would assume. Like how it's been for the past, like I can see Fire Team Harmony right now, so yeah. Also, my throat's hurting, so I don't know if that might ruin the video a little bit, but I don't know. Let's just get right into it. 3, 2, 1, play.
Rainbow Dash. Rainbow Dash. Ooh.
Wait, what? Oh no, speaky ghost!
It is I, the ghost of your Mark 1 armor.
So terrifying. Spooky specter of the past, why have you returned to haunt me?
I have come to deliver a message of utmost importance.
What? Yeah.
You need to go film the next Bronies
Yeah,
React.
thought so.
Oh, is that it? Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, I know. I had forgotten. But thanks for the reminder.
You're welcome. And since I'm here, I also need to do laundry.
Oh, okay, yeah. In the hall closet.
Yeah, Fire Team Harmony.
Second from the bottom. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Why?
Oh, shit. No, the camera.
Alright, blooper. Silver Quill. Wake up! Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Aha! Excelsior!
I can't believe we're through
Little shy.
season 7 already. Season 6 still feels new to me, so this is weird, but
Yeah,
let's
now
jump
in
right
season
into
8.
it.
Okay, so this is actually going to be a first for me. This is the first time I'm actually watching this episode all the way through. I like to watch all of MLP seasons when they hit Netflix nowadays, so I can just like marathon all of it.
Yeah, right.
So yeah, this right now is going to be a genuine reaction. Like I have no idea what happens in this. I'm just going to be, watching this. So yeah, here we go. Legit.
Hey guys.
Dusty.
Did you miss me?
That's
Welcome
right, he
to
hasn't
this,
been...
like,
Oh.
This is my life when it comes to filming Bronies React. The camera doesn't...
Lord, I don't know
but it
I don't
should be
know
okay
really who
now.
that is, then.
We'll see how it goes.
Here we go. Season 7 finale. My Little Pony French Mass.
If I remember, that was his girlfriend, I
Okay,
think.
guys.
He's a referee?
Hey
Good.
again, it's me for another Bronies React. So this one's gonna be a little different.
Okay.
I did something I probably wasn't supposed to do. I probably should have asked Stacy Racebest about this first, but I brought a friend along. They're gonna be with me reacting to
Okay.
these episodes, the season 7 finale. Okay, you can come in now.
Oh. Okay, I thought so.
Hey.
I thought he was
Rainbow
just joking
Dash.
around.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into the Season 7 finale Bronies React. Now, Season 7 has been an incredible season so far, and we're going to jump right into this.
One of my favorite seasons so far.
But I am so curious about how things are going to end up, because I feel like we've only really been given, like, one hint as to what we might be able to expect in the Season 7 finale. which came in the last episode. So, we'll see what happens. A lot of people are like, oh, now that they're engaged, Toodles is going to be on the couch.
No!
She hasn't earned her spot.
I'm still way over here!
I've been putting off recording this because it's always been too hot. And, the day where it wasn't hot never came. So, hashtag Viva is the reason Bronies React is late. Alright, so today seems to be a good old fun old romp. Let's play the video episode. I guess it's a video too. Why am I arguing semantics with myself?
Yeah. Hey look, Starlight's in the face of Twilight. Just like the show! Oh, that's right. Wait, someone missing? I think one of them was missing.
The best elements
It's flashback missing.
Earth, when?
and I know ponies who represent them all.
Well, hello, Mr. Fancy Pants. Oh, wait, no, that's the other guy.
Strength,
Right.
bravery, healing,
Wait, I do not remember Toucan Sam Fruit Loops pony.
beauty.
Oh,
I'm
yes,
excited.
I never actually realized
Okay,
that.
so Miss May is voiced by my friend Ellie Ray. She was actually my voice coach when I was in Japan
cool.
before I was even a professional voice actor. Everyone go follow Ellie Ray on Twitter.
That's pretty cool.
And sorcery.
Star Swirl the Bearded. Is that the guy talking?
Here
Yes.
come Hasbro and their handy-dandy thesaurus.
By your powers combined, I am Captain... Oh, wait, we already
Planet.
done that joke.
We always use that joke.
Myself and these pillars of Equestria.
Pillows!
Oh, I thought he said the Pillars of Equestria.
One of these is not like the others. I guess every group needs a Hulk.
Were
Yeah.
gathered together by another.
Well, actually, it's more like Thor.
Together and we will have the ultimate D&D campaign.
I'll
'Cause he's
bring the
Norse.
dice.
I
Or
love the
horse.
book illustration style. That is
Oh.
cool. It's actually really close to medieval illustrations. For real.
But we soon came to believe the pony who brought us together only wanted that power for himself.
And that was the last time we voted third party.
Cast out and alone.
Cast him out for that fucking bowl cut. Know what I mean?
Yeah, the 1990s ended a long time ago there, Stygian.
Get out of here, nerd.
This power man.
Oh, not for him. Not this
turned to
time.
darkness
1990s hasn't
to
even come yet.
satisfy his thirst.
Oh, actually, I don't even know.
Whose fault was
Never
that?
mind. I don't know.
Whose fault was that? Whose fault was that? Whose fault was that?
Transformed into a pony of shadows, he returned for revenge.
Is that Sombra?
King Sombra?
I don't know.
No.
Whoever it is badass.
Everyone thought it was King
They look
Sombra.
very
I didn't
similar.
actually. I just.
This is badass pony.
So he's like another somber looking guy. You know, I like the fact that
Does
they're
no one remember
talking
that-
about like all the pillars, like
Does
every
no one
story
remember the Pony
that
of
we
Shadows?
saw during this season.
I was one of the only ones who
is
actually
now
remembered
building
that.
up to what he's saying.
Triple evil Nightmare Moon. It looks really cool. I can't wait to see it like animated.
To extinguish the pillar's light and rob the world of hope.
I love the voice they got.
Oh my goodness. Everything is dark.
Like the Mickey
My
Mouse show. They
little
just went to
pony, you didn't
Disneyland.
expect this, did you? Actually, at this point, you probably did.
This is the classic edgelord story.
Mm-hmm.
Little kid gets picked on by a bunch of bullies, and he turns around with an angry face. He says, "Oh, I'm so mad! I'm gonna get you!"
The pillars and I.
But the only pillars I know, well, let's see, there was Cars, and there was Wamu, and AC/DC,
Nice.
and I think there was Santana, too.
Mm-hmm.
Must make a brave sacrifice.
The animation budget's gone down.
I mean, we could amass an army and oppose him through sheer numbers, but no, we got this.
Pillows and I must do literally what? The elements of harmony?
Is this a precursor to the Elements of Harmony?
Yes.
It must be, because there's 6 of them, unless Equestria has a rule of 6s and not a rule of 8s, like our physical universe does.
But we shall leave behind a seed.
Oh, goody, another seed joke. Okay, Race Pest, you're up.
Seed.
Yes. That was from the other.
They left their seed behind, all over the ground, and those must be...
He gave her his seed.
Oh, hell yeah, this is Ferngully. I've seen this.
Yeah, the seed, Kristen. Let it grow.
Let it grow. And then Robin Williams' bat shows up and...
My name is Tate. The logic is erratic. Toys in something. Fuck.
Sarah says bad words.
Potato in a jacket. Toys in the attic. I'm rocking, rambled. My brain is scrambled. Something else. I can't remember the other word.
I'm gonna eat you.
Out. No.
We must now face the fiend with the only plan we have.
I only hope it will be enough.
Oh.
Who could ever learn to love a beast? That's what it reminds me of, the opening of Beauty and the Beast.
This opening is kind of giving me goosebumps.
I did a
It's clearly
Shrek
referencing
because he just
season
now
1,
said
episode
it.
1, but I'm not sure why. There is a season 8 coming, right?
That's
Yeah.
the last entry.
Now fans keep waiting for a sequel book, but truthfully, I think our best chance lies with an HBO series.
And that's the end of my
Nice.
fanfic. I hope you liked it.
I'd like to point out a logistical flaw with this book, right? So, is it a journal? As in one that somebody was written in? Obviously not, because there's a big colourful illustration on the page. So, unless you're saying that was drawn, which I don't think it was. Are you saying that
I mean-
Starswell was a very talented artist as well?
Well, he probably just made the book.
I'm not saying that's
just-
not a possibility. I'm
I
just
don't know.
saying
He designed it
put a
himself,
lot
so he
of
doesn't want it
effort
to be
into
like a
that pretty
regular
drawing is all.
book.
Maybe Starswirl's final words before he vanished.
No, I'm pretty sure his last words before he vanished was, "Ugh."
Wait. Ah?
No, it's more like, "Ugh."
Yes,
Back in the throat.
Why would he write ah?
I don't know, he must have died while writing it.
Well, if he died while writing it, he wouldn't take the time to write ah.
I mean, he could have been dictating it.
Well, yes, I suppose he could have been dictating.
Usually Pinkie Pie is the silly one who takes nothing seriously, but here she's the only pony carefully pondering their predicament. All rise.
Time to get a drink.
Are you the one who wants my topics?
My little pony.
We all free Benjamin. There goes the baker with his tray, like always. The same old bread and rolls to sell. Every morning it's the same as the morning that we came to the poor mental town. Good morning, Belle. Hello, monsieur. Oh, doodly-doodly-doo. Oh, not since yesterday. That's all
So I
right.
guess Twilight
I'll borrow
is,
this one. But you've read it twice,
Belle-
but it's my
Bella, I
favorite.
think, was her
Just
name?
watch, I'm going to make Belle my wife.
Bella, I think. Nice. This is something that I would always do. Yeah.
I don't know, maybe it's the only intro they were given and they're just too poor to afford a new one. You know, like a pair of underwear.
Well,
Yeah,
just wait until
true.
season 8.
The budget for this thing was like $300 in a bus pass.
I think I just traveled to a different dimension. Why did I do that?
He's not used to headbanging, is
So,
he?
which, if Star Swirl shows up, or, the fact that we're even acknowledging Star Swirl, it kind of continues the season 7 trend of hitting up topics that we've been like, where's that gone?
This is quite a discovery, Sunburst.
Oh, right. We didn't react to that episode. So, here's what you need to know, everyone. Sunburst has enough mare friends that he can start his own harem anime. Starlight cannot handle the competition. And just by buying a box, Sunburst got one of the rarest finds in all of Equestria. So remember, kids, loot boxes work. Loot boxes work.
You can verify that this journal really belonged to Star Swirl the Bearded?
Yes, but the best I can do is 350.
Well, I haven't carbonated it yet, but what are you doing with your wings?
Oh, Star Swirl
I know, that was adorable, actually.
No. We said it's Star Swirl the Bergen.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I thought you kept saying it was Bumbling the Bourbon.
From the looks of it, the last thing he wrote before facing the Pony of Shadows.
Sombra?
No.
Not Sombra, is it?
The Pony of Shadows was really real?
Yeah, I fought him in this episode or whatever. Maybe the next one. Maybe, I might not. Whatever.
I don't get why Rainbow Dash is freaking out again. I think I say this in like nearly every React thing of like, they always overreact to something.
Episode 4, episode 3 of season 4.
A pony who came from the freaking moon. You fought a guy who's like practically a space deity. I don't even know how the hell you beat Discord for real, if we're being real with that. You bought this guy who's like you fought the Chrysalis, Sombra, the OG boss, Tyrek, a freaking demon lord, all this stuff, and you just keep fighting all these badass villains and stuff like that. So I'm just saying, why is it so hard to think that a pony of shadows actually existed? Like, real talk, like, how is that hard to... Whatever.
No, just like, they kind of thought they were fake, and that he was just a legend.
And they went off with Stars World to face the Pony of Shadows, and then none of them were ever heard from again.
Remember, it was something that they were terrified of.
Thank you, Miss Exposition. Equestria's life outside of U6, Applejack. God.
Yeah, it's like we just didn't get done explaining this or something.
What is it with the show and making fictional characters real, a la Daring Do? Or, well, fictional characters made fictionally real.
Yeah, weren't you listening?
Ooh, kissed by Pinky. Also, let me just pull up this freeze frame for you. Go on. Tell me this doesn't conjure an idea inside your head.
They must have defeated the villain, since Equestria is still full of light and hope.
I don't know. Hasbro's still pretty busy on snuffing that out, too.
Yeah.
How? And where did they go?
Where did they come from?
Yeah.
Joe.
I don't know if I made that that reference in my commentary, but I think I said something like that at some point.
As somebody who's animated a bunch of characters in Celestia's throne room, just like talking to Celestia on her throne, I'm looking at this scene very differently to how anybody else would see it. I'm just saying, like, how do you make this interesting? You have to have, like, lots of different shots from different angles and make it interesting, because they're all just standing there. I've done this before. And I'm like, ingesting it with my brain muscles. Ew.
My old ponish is a bit rusty.
You should have that checked, Celestia.
Old ponish? No, stop. You've gone too far, show.
No.
Old ponish.
Wait until
Sounds so funny
Ponehenge.
to me. My old ponish.
The only way this joke will become acceptable is if she starts going...
Hey, just...
Oh, right.
Clean it! It's dirty! Just wipe it slightly!
I practically memorized every ancient text about Star Swirl there is!
Seriously, all of them.
All of them. She's a very boring pony at parties.
Nerd! Nerd! everybody point out the nerd and look at the nerd. Put on some glasses, nerd. I heard you did another alternate dimension. You put on some glasses, nerd. Where am I going with this?
We have fond memories of our old teacher.
But not fond enough to actually go looking for him. He smelled kind of funny.
Fond memories of our old teacher. I remember when he would bring us into the gym class and say, "We're going to play dodgeball." And then he'd get those old cannonballs. What good fun. My femur still aches with joy.
Solving a 1,000-year-old mystery could take forever.
They've run out of 1,000-year-old mysteries, and now they're just making it multiple thousands at this point.
Yeah.
Season 8. Bring on the million-year-old villain.
Think of the research, the rereading, the re-rereading.
Personal space.
Re-rereading would have a very different meaning when I was growing up.
That's the second time they've come this close to kissing in the last 2 minutes of this episode. Shipping will happen. There will be shipping.
That's like level 2 shipping, I think. Where it's just
We're the worst part of this reaction.
Actually, no, maybe level 3.
That was cute. That was cute. It's just like, yes! Fist bump me, Spike. I know you understand.
You might find you need help.
That is the best advice Celestia's given any of these ponies.
Okay, after 7 seasons of this, I can promise they all need help.
She's got a whole bushel of helpers.
Oh, so we're gonna trust the inmates to run the institution. Great.
That was an Apple joke.
You're so funny.
How long will all this research take exactly?
There is snacks. There I am.
Just put it in a Daring Do sleeve, and Rainbow Dash will have no trouble helping you.
But if they burnt those candles at both ends, wouldn't they save a lot on candles?
Design flaw for poor horses trying to draw with the pencil with the eraser on the end. They are constantly eating the eraser by accident. That would not taste very good. Unless in the pony world it's a candy. That would be a good idea.
Yeah.
Put candies on the end of pencils.
Have Pinky invent something like that.
There's a cupcake in her eye.
Pinky told a lie!
Oh.
There's parts where his horn writing is like another language.
Horn writing. For when writing in the snow just isn't enough.
I like to imagine it's like the equivalent of like regular English to Shakespearean English. Every second word is ye and or old. Old as in O-L-D-E. Yeah, because it's fancy. That's why you put the E at the end. Put the E at the end of anything else. Pony, yeah, becomes pony-y. Fancier.
We've been studying and referencing and
cross-referencing.
You know how much I hate reading.
For 3 days straight now.
Twilight, Sakura's turning into a tree, and the only way to save her is with a massive research session.
Oh, bummer. Can we have breakfast first?
Hey, Twilight, some ponies have been missing for over 1,000 years.
Let the 3-day study blitz commence!
I haven't spent this much time reading since the last Daring Do book came out.
Ha! I knew they were going to make a frickin' Daring Do reference. That's all Rainbow Dash is now.
Yeah. Get it? Because reading Daring Do is the only reading Rainbow Dash has ever done. I mean, it's, you're not wrong.
This mystery is over 1,000 years old after all. Another day or two won't make a difference.
Brady has a decent point. She's like, what is the rush?
Is it me, or do they just like making everything over 1,000 years old?
Yeah, I think that's like just the cliche for the show. It's like, it was a long time ago. Oh, so you mean 1,000 years. What happened in between that 1,000 years? Was that just a really fucking boring time?
Probably.
It was 1,000 years
Her
apiece, I
glasses
think.
are actually increasing in size because they're incorporated with her face symbol, her nose. They didn't just separate those layers. They're together, so their glasses are going wah, 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 wah,
Yeah,
wah,
I can see that.
Erk Silphum Se Ponehenge. What's that?
It's, stupid.
Melon.
I don't know. Probably a play on words for fucking Stonehenge. Let's go to fucking Pingland, or wherever the fuck that would be.
England?
The Ponited Kingdom.
The Temple of Ponehenge.
Ponehenge? I don't know why, but I can't get over the fact that pone is a prefix now. Here, let me just ring up a pone number on my pone phone to order a pone pizza.
Ponehenge!
Oh, right, oh crap, what band was this?
You can read that?
I remember that. I remember seeing that live show.
But it's
Not
nowhere
in
near
person,
as bad
but...
as mine.
The whole thing
Cool
here is
band
that
that
he
was.
has bad handwriting.
Yeah.
See, kids, this is why we learned cursive in elementary school.
You know, it's funny, I actually do have a copy of Starlight's Manifesto right here. Let's just take a little look-see, shall we? Dear my God.
Honestly, I gotta say, it's weird how they can take a show's villain and then make them so likable, like Starlight. Like, she's actually grown on me so well. I mean, a lot of series do this, but I generally like Starlight now. She's cool.
Tawar Dul Grimnik of Fola Firgenborg?
They grabbed the wrong book. This is the Swedish chef's cookbook.
Wait.
That's not Old Ponish, that's the fucking
Oh, I think it was
chef.
Spinal Tap.
Maybe the Swedish chef is Starswell the bearded.
Imagine approaching Kelly Sheridan in the recording booth and being like, there's no script for you. Go.
At the base of Full Mountain.
Hey, I know Disney movies too.
That sure sounds like a clue to me.
I kinda like that bed. Spike, give me that bed.
Rainbow Dash!
What?
We've been over this.
Yeah.
That's not real. Just like the dogs barking, the
Yeah.
images on the TV aren't real. Also, that's a terrible bed. They'll give you no back support.
This is it. Ponehenge.
Ponehenge. That is the dumbest thing I've ever.
I'm kind of used to it now.
Magical runes like these before.
Well, of course you wouldn't know them. Those are human magic runes. Specifically, they do spell out pony rules. I'm sure everybody's figured that out by now. But did you know that that is the Firthark alphabet? It's Germanic. It was actually discovered in Gotland in 1903. And they are on a very famous stone called the Kyver Stone, which dates back to 400 AD.
It's not a true season until Applejack has pulled Rainbow by the tail. Again.
Yeah.
Even then.
Me with anything I touch.
Super glue Fluttershy, just a little.
Cheer up, Twilight.
Cheer up, Twilight. You see ahead. Deep down you know you're going to win.
Willy Wonka and Chocolate Factory, right?
Maybe you could write a paper on it.
Now I can see how the rest of this finale is going to go. Twilight writes her dictation on this.
I guess I hoped we'd get here and the mystery would just magically be explained.
I guess the newer writers have spoiled you, Twilight. Huh?
What? I mean, we only got about 60 minutes to get through this whole adventure.
Magically explained in 3, 2, 1.
Twilight?
I like that music. It reminds me of Beauty and the Beast. Yeah, it does. It reminds me of Beauty and the Beast. Like, you remember the beginning of the Beauty and the Beast where it's like...
Yeah, I can see similarity.
Star Swirl?
It is forbidden for you to interfere with human history.
Oh my god, they put LEDs in this book.
Oh my god.
Obi-Wan, you're our last hope.
Help me, Twilight Sparkle, you're my only hope.
Yeah, there's a lot of Star Wars references.
Sunburst, wave your hoof through a different section.
What if he actually was? He just like pushed him off.
Ghosts!
I like the one that looks like a little puffin.
And all of a sudden, the Pony of Shadows is Spider-Man?
Oh my god, it's Venom.
Or is it Venom?
Yeah, it's Venom.
I really actually like this dude's design. It looks a lot better than Sombra's design. It actually looks... It looks like Venom.
Yeah.
That's what it looks. This looks like freaking Venom. He's doing a Venom thing.
Yeah.
Oh my god, he's doing a Venom thing right now. That's what. This is so dope.
This realm will embrace the darkness, as I did so long ago.
Darkness
Whoa,
imprisoning
not hurt
me.
yourself on all that edge there.
Oh, great. We've got a monologuer.
If that thing were any blacker or oilier, the United States would be trying to invade it.
You mean peacekeeping.
Oh yeah, peace.
I'm
Damn.
not sure I like his voice, but that's probably because when he reforms, which he will probably reform, his voice will be softer and sweeter, and that will be the voice they use when he becomes the 10th main character throughout the rest of the series.
Yeah, I see that. Starlight shade.
Pony of Shadows used Vine Whip. It's super effective.
Cool. Cool.
Okay, yeah, I like this. I like this guy. What's his name? Shadow of Ponies? Whatever.
No.
I like this dude. It's freaking Venom as a horse. He needs a spider. He's shooting black webs out like Venom. That's cool.
Cool.
Needs a living host. Black and oily. It really is just Venom.
This is just Venom. Hasbro, this is just Venom.
We love you, Hasbro, but you can't be doing this. Come
Hasbro, you
on.
just made a Venom pony. That's all this is.
We did not come here to defeat you.
One of the longest running debates is who would be the voice of Star Swirl when Star Swirl showed up. It looks like I was wrong. I chose Gilbert Godfrey.
You shall not
pass.
Then I'll stuff the crackers down his throat.
I shall protect the realm with this ancient spell book. I shall protect us with this shield forged of the strongest of metals.
I have
shall
a
contribute the beauty of this
flower and a
magic armor.
blindfold.
I have a used tissue which can act as a blindfold, I guess.
What's with the old lady horse? She's like, it was bingo night, but they wanted me to come along, so I did.
I'm not sure what I'm doing here.
I miss my grandchildren.
She's not actually old. She just like, I don't know. She aged, like her skin aged or something.
It's the Avengers.
It is. It really is, actually.
Turns out this guy's incredibly afraid of heights.
We got Captain America with a shield, and we have the Norse Thor.
Now they're stealing from Marvel and Bungie.
Yeah, I kind of want to think that Somnambula was like Black Widow or something. She's like my favorite of the six.
Oh no. Did they go with him?
So it's like a VCR.
You know, I'm sorry to be that guy, but I gotta ask this question. Who took all the items from Ponyhenge and brought them all the way back to civilization?
Well, you did ask
No one. They just disappeared. They just disappeared. And went like all over.
What just happened?
We just got the Deus Ex Machina of explanations. That's what just happened.
Bringing the book back here, let us see what happened.
Well, that's convenient.
Yeah.
Star Swirl and the rest of the pillars
To say
sacrificed
before someone
themselves
said.
to save Equestria.
Wow, Celestia will be really glad to know this. It's going to bring some closure.
So this is how we're going to get rid of the main six.
I always think it's neat when they use their wings like another limb. Wings are kind of like the hands they don't have.
It's amazing to think one of the greatest mysteries.
Wait, are we not taking this info back to Celestia?
But I wouldn't say the mystery's solved.
We're only 8 minutes into the episode, and we need to fill 2 of these up.
It'll take years of study before we fully understand it.
I think I understand Star Swirl's spell.
Hooray! I love how things are so conveniently timed.
Again, less than 60 minutes.
Sunburst, you do know that it's Twilight you're dealing with here.
An explosion of magical feedback? An evocation? A kind of incantation?
It's Dalmatian plantation!
They're getting a lot of that.
Crazy horn riding?
You know what gets me? What? When Star Swirl the Bearded writes with his horn, it's called genius. When I write with my horn, I call drunk and get kicked out of the local borders.
That's because you used the wrong horn.
Oh shit.
I'm still working on learning to write with my horn.
I went through the journal again.
Insert pithy Facebook comment
And it's amazing!
here.
And just like that, Twilight has started Facebook.
Jeffrey, I just looked at this poll and it is amazing!
Fine, Sparkle. No, Twilight is a nerd. Stop being a nerd.
What exactly is so amazing?
Big, shadowy monsters, heroes of legend, spells that transcend time? Have you been paying attention?
Star Swirl and the other pillars send the Pony of Shadows to Limbo.
Seriously, every time they just call them the Pillars, I just think of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
They just rented a condo in the suburbs of the outskirts of the first level of Dante's Inferno.
A portal between worlds to Limbo.
That's not glue.
Is anybody else getting the feeling that this is a very, very detailed Advanced Dungeons and Dragons module?
She can project with her magic, but she actually went through the trouble of making a 3rd grade like cardboard pone hen.
Not just that, but she made
really
several
cute.
copies.
With little popsicle sticks and the glue.
Shadows inside. Darling, your diorama! I made more.
Of course you did.
Yeah.
She's a very boring pony.
I think I can get them out.
Gee, I don't see how this could go wrong.
You can save the most legendary ponies of all
That's
time.
the one big flaw
After
in
the
this
main
episode.
6, I mean, 'cause,
They all should have
compare legendary
realized.
status, I think Twilight Prince come out just a little bit ahead.
Opening portals between worlds didn't work out well for me.
Yeah, but you're a second-class citizen because you used to be a bad guy. So let's treat you differently.
Yes.
Oh yeah. I thought you made an Equestria Girls reference for a second. Good. It's still not canon.
First of all, you open
No,
portals
it is.
through
Just
time.
wait.
Actually, Starlight, you open portals through time. Do you even watch the show?
If he'd been here, he could have stopped it.
Oh, ouch.
He would have banished you two to the island of perpetual pickling.
Yeah. Put her in her place. I actually feel bad for her because, I mean, at this point, she's been forgiven. So they don't need to keep throwing it in her face.
She's the one who's bringing it up,
You'd be
though.
saving all the pillars, right?
No, the other ones can go sit and rot for all I care.
That old grandma one gets to stay there. She's probably going to die anyways when she gets back, so who the fuck cares?
It's still better than the retirement home.
Is the bingo still going on? I wonder if Ethel will be there tonight. Ethel's been dead for 1,000 years.
Oh.
That's the thing about Limbo. It isn't one place or another. It's in between, so time stands still.
I've been at limbo parties that were that boring.
How do you know that, Twilight?
Yeah, have you been there? Or like, what the fuck?
I mean, how do you decide what the rules of Limbo is like? For all we know, if it's parallel, it could just be running at the same time yours is. It might even be going faster.
Yeah, they could be like fucking 10,000 years dead. Cause like time speeds up or some shit. You don't know. You ain't been there. Show me in the book. Show me in the book where it say that.
I have a PhD on why I know time so well, because I've watched Inception 20 times, and in that movie, limbo is when time is like a lot in a small time and not like no time has passed. I'm sorry, My Little Pony riders, you didn't watch Inception 20 times.
I'm guessing the villain is like stuck in there too, since they're all stuck in it. I don't know. Like I'm just going to assume because they need to have a final villain, unless that would be some crap if freaking what's his name? Yeah, Star Swirl turns out to be the main villain of this.
Actually built another model to demonstrate. Ugh.
Arg.
What can we do to help?
Well, Spike, you personally, nothing.
Where's Magnus's shield? Miss Maine's flower.
My keys! My lost keys! I finally found them!
It's a mighty helm headpiece!
Oh, it's that Billy! Like, I don't actually recognize her name, but it's her! I totally recognize...
Yeah, I don't remember her name either.
I'm sorry, Silver Quill, but... Continuity!
Pony's strong enough to save a village from Russian.
Well, the entire
lava,
episode
but
is
the trouble
continuity to the entire series.
preposterous.
Oh, we haven't seen these two in a while.
And I can't wait to see her get her attitude thrown right back in her face when they find a shovel and it does something cool. Like, dig.
That's some BS right there, alright? They already shown that there are tons of ridiculously strong horses in this universe. But shouldn't, like, all the main six just be known worldwide?
Wait, is that Indiana Jones?
I think so.
Well, at least there's no Shia LaBeouf this time.
Oh, thank God.
Dr. Jones! You missed the perfect opportunity to put a baseball hat on Indiana Pone's sidekick.
Indiana Jones pony!
Indiana Pones.
Oh, but what does Daring do?
Junior!
Female Indiana Jones.
Oh, for crying out loud.
What the fuck?
Have you been taking lessons from Maud?
I know she's strong, but...
Jack as... Oh my god. That's why Applejack is
I kind of feel like that was
I don't give
like,
a damn.
exaggerated.
Oh my god. She's freaking got the gold hair, green eyes. She's super, just saying. Look at that. That just confirmed it. Alright. Oh my god. Damn. That was dope.
After AJ's parents were killed by that rock, she decided from that day, from henceforth even, to protect all ponies from falling rocks.
I've had days where I've had terrible guesses.
My leg!
I feel like I've been playing a lot of Breath of the Wild recently, and there are these shrines you find by like breaking down rocks. So if, like, when the rock falls over, you just hear doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
I bet if you told some pony else the story, it
It
might
might sound preposterous.
Gloating after someone has a near-death experience? Believe me, there are some terms people use to call you Applejack.
This was one of the most convenient, like, moments to happen for Applejack to make her point. She's like, told you so.
I found my gardening tool.
You're gonna get your spit all over it. It's an ancient artifact.
Turns out this was an ancient tool shed.
As Applejack just walks away with this artifact, they're like, we've been digging here for, like, years, and you're not gonna just show up and take our stuff.
No, unless they all came there because of her.
Rockhoof in Nordic runes across the temple's table. But it wouldn't have been buried that way. The actual Norse people would have actually done a mound burial, and everything would have been inside with, you know, all of Rockhoof's stuff, and like,
Your lockpicking skill has increased.
Ponies came from far and wide to see these gardens.
Oh, I see Randy's found her way to Detroit.
It's like Japan.
Nah, I'm just kidding. Plant life actually can't grow in Detroit.
We're actually very bad at what we do.
I know they reuse the regular generic pony model everywhere, but they never reuse Granny Smith, so it's very off-putting that
No, I
this
think they
pony
do.
is great Granny Smith.
Several times I think they've used his.
Sure.
Since when was
Sure.
Rarity a gardener?
ho, wait up. When can Rarity garden? That takes getting dirty. Rarity doesn't like to get dirty, so therefore, when did she learn to garden?
No, she's done that.
But a little pruning can work wonders.
The same applies to group messages,
Like
forums,
a
and
look
Discord
before you
servers.
sleep.
Why is she dirty?
No, not that one.
Like all the other times, she's like, oh, Dad, ooh. Now she's like, meh.
I'm used to it at this point.
Of course, you will have to look after more than just one flower now.
You've given me extra work to do. Get out of here!
You've given me back my family's legacy.
The gardens returned to ruin 2 weeks later. The elderly mayor cursed Rarity with her dying breath.
The best part about this pony is how she's like, this flower's been my family for generations, and the gardens died, and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, what's your cutie mark? Are you just not good at your job? Because Rarity here cleans out the entire place.
And she makes dresses.
Yeah.
She's not a gardener.
So it's like you failed. Like, you failed your job to help your family.
Gourd surfing!
Yeah! Whoa! Yeah!
Surf's up, dude!
And then they're just dead.
Surf dragons must die. If you get that, you're old.
If not for the giggling, that would have been the most metal thing I've seen all week.
This is pretty much Extreme Dinosaurs, but with dragons. Extreme Dragons, okay? This is what it reminds me of. All you 90s kids get that reference. Good on ya.
I'm pretty sure that one dragon is like 10,000 years old.
He's the only adult dragon that exists.
I think they're all
I
teenagers.
just love the young people.
Doesn't mean you can surf in
Oh,
our
I never
spot.
actually noticed that one.
Look how big that guy's mouth is.
Aliens.
He could probably drink a lot of soup.
Okay, you know what? Hasbro, listen to me right now. All those dragons, I know this toy line is called My Little Pony. I know. But all those dragons with surfboards and stuff like that. Do you know how much you could sell that? Right? Because I'm just thinking of like my little kid self who used to play with Street Sharks, Extreme Dinosaurs, Biker Mice from Mars, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and all these classic shows.
That's
I'm
something
just
that'd be
saying,
like.
if you had like dragons on skateboards,
That would get a lot of.
how freaking 90s extreme can you get?
Yeah, a lot of people would probably want that. A lot of kids would want
Haven't
that.
we gotten past this yet with this guy? Like, I'm pretty sure like 2 or 3 times now we've had to deal with this guy.
I might consider racing you for it.
You racist.
Ha!
No. That means, from point A to point B, who gets there first wins.
Right.
You racist.
He races a lot.
Oh,
That means,
God,
right?
no.
Everybody that says I'm a racist, it's because I'm good at racing.
Yeah.
You know what? That must be it.
Okay.
No problem.
No.
I mean, you.
Okay, you know what? I think that's funny. He's just like, look, I'm a dragon, but even I know this rainbow girl would freaking dust me, so I'm not even gonna try it.
It's not surfing.
Dumb
it's
luck.
falling with style.
I won?
Yep, that's classic Spike right there. Accomplishing things purely by accident.
She never said anything about pony-loving dragons.
Who told you about that?
Garble, the first dragon lawyer.
Beat up a child? You're an asshole.
Yeah, no kidding.
I mean, we don't like him.
I threw a rock at him. He was a big rock.
But if I leave, you'll leave, and I get to give it to him.
There, I knew it.
Give it to him?
Dragons.
Must get the bad thoughts out.
I have that hammer.
Children show.
It's in the attic, though.
Face
You look at his face is
really
really appropriate.
captures that moment of like.
He does not want
what?
Garble to give it to him.
No, thank you.
With that heavy hunk of metal on your back, it'll be a snap.
Huh? Oh, yeah. Thanks for the tip.
Dumbass.
So sly.
Finders keepers, remember?
Yeah, finders keepers.
See, because that's what you said to them when
They first showed up.
Shut up, soup drinker.
Honestly, I would have done the same thing too.
Garble would not be able to find a date until well past his prime. He cursed Spike with his dying breath.
Wouldn't it make more sense for you to wear the mask that calms the bees?
It would.
I don't want to get hurt.
There.
How'd you reattach it?
It just sticks.
Now the other bayou creatures can get to the water.
I like how they make the fucking the alligators and snakes and shit all cute and cuddly.
Even though they would probably crush your bones within their mouth.
Oh yeah, good idea.
They'd be feasting off each other.
The big evil kill everybody to snakes as cute little big-eyed. Oh wait, oh that's just Australia.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, never mind.
I would have lent you the mask anyway.
Cattail lives in a swamp. It really doesn't get worse than that.
You know, you didn't have to help with this. Isn't he supposed to be from, like, the South? This is what's wrong with Canadians being voice actors for American-esque stereotypes. It doesn't work. He just sounded like he was from, like, northern Texas. If he was really from the Bayou, he would have been like, alright, folks, I don't go come on down my wall, give me my basketball and that bumblebee. They would have been like, what the fuck are you saying?
She's the only one who reacted at all to it glowing. In fact,
Well,
I didn't
Applejack
think
did.
the rest of them saw it. But of course, Fluttershy would react to that. She's kind of adorable and scared of everything, but adorable.
I don't think any pony can find anything in it.
It looks like Lord Dominator's ship from
Wonder.
From One Over Yonder.
Jack McBrayer over there.
McBrayer over yonder.
I wouldn't give up hope just yet.
Hey, Daring! There's an Indiana Jones pony out there. How do you feel about that?
Insert pithy gack joke. Here.
Gack. Oh. I could have made that joke.
Why did you do that to the schmooze's new home?
I mean, it kind of looks
Don't
like
put it in your mouth.
Daring Do featured in the episode Daring Done. That's really punishment enough.
I can't believe I'm gonna meet Star Swirl the Bearded. You know, outside of my dreams.
There's the jokes.
Trying so very hard to be family friendly.
Don't make a sex joke.
You do not have permission to dream about Star Swirl, Twilight.
You're engaged to Flash Century.
I didn't make a joke about her dating this. Because interspecies is frowned upon.
Now remember, there's no wrong way to fantasize.
Alright.
This is
I'll be
pretty
back
out
again.
there for you
I'll pause this right quick. Resumed. Okay. Sorry about that.
Lesson 0.
What's out there
Lesson
about
0.
saving the most legendary ponies of all time from a thousands-year-old prison?
Releasing the bad guy. Like, does no one think about this?
So, you're saying you're smarter than Star Swirl the Bearded? Are you, Sunburst? Are you? Huh? Huh? Huh?
Unless the most legendary ponies of all time knew what they were doing, and we shouldn't mess with it.
Well, considering the other ancient ponies, they rarely have any clue what they're doing. They just kind of make it somebody else's problem.
Okay, you know what? I gotta give Starlight props. She's the one in the horror movies who's just like, no, okay? I don't know why you guys want to go explore some haunted house.
She's the one that survives.
Okay? She is having common sense right now, alright? So, props to you, Starlight. Let's see how they F this up.
But magic has come a long way.
We've come a long way. We now invented pants.
But then I messed with one and nearly destroyed the universe, so...
Starlight, please. We're moving past the Hitler jokes. They stopped being funny 5 Bronies reacts ago.
The chance to have him back in Equestria is worth the risk.
No. You cannot alter pony history.
They're not altering history, they're just, you know, continuing lost history.
Fangirling. She's projecting a reason for it, but Twilight is fangirling. She just talked about dreaming about this guy. Just imagine what she'll do with him when he's actually here.
Everything is a competition.
Jokes.
But Miss Maine's flower is by far the most attractive of the
It was, nothing was
are we comparing
cracked.
Swag? Well, 2 can
and
play
now
a
it's
tag
not.
team. I mean, obviously, I've got Mjolnir here, which actually does hurt when you hit your head against it. I've also got Master Chief Semmet. Hello. And, of course, what nerd wouldn't be complete without his very own lightsaber?
I have a small keychain one.
And third place, so if it was a competition, I'd be getting bronze.
Slime to get yours. Or move a Flash beehive.
Yeah, I mean, like, you didn't have to do that.
I'm an old lady for it.
Sorry, can't pay attention right now. Very easily distracted at the moment. I'm not even high.
I found this dirty hanky.
Our flights all landed at the same time.
Wow, that was convenient that you all showed up. Pinkie Pie's like, I've been here for the last hours hiding behind this rock waiting.
We were just waiting so we could shit talk each other.
I introduced poisonous species to a fragile ecosystem.
Imagine if, like, all of them come in sequence saying, I found mine, I found mine, I found mine. And then Fluttershy comes in at the end, is just like,
I lost mine.
I couldn't find
Good work, everyone.
She said everyone and not every pony.
Let's do this.
Alright, let's see how bad this goes.
Yeah, every nerd has one then.
All the primary colors, blue, purple, and all raspberry. And then they summon Satan.
I know I'm probably overanalyzing this, but I feel like there has to be a reason that there's always 6.
Oh shit.
What?
How come there's no rock on him?
I was waiting for the rock. I was like, uh-oh.
What did he die? Why did he get crushed? The one they didn't move is the one that didn't happen to have a gigantic rock over top of him.
Okay.
That's what
I like
that's what
how they
confused
all
me.
saved them because that would have gone a completely different way.
Okay, wow. Good reflexes. I mean, how would it be if they got all the pillars out and they all just got crushed at the end? Short episode.
You and the others have been trapped in limbo for over 1,000 years.
Alternate version.
Years? Oh my god, I left the oven on!
You cannot
Oh.
bring us back.
You stupid!
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 This was amazingly animated.
Okay, well, he may be a monologuer, but that was an awesome entrance.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, Venom came back too. Who saw that coming? Oh!
Everyone.
Oh, I did. And everyone at home did.
Oh no, I never would have seen this coming.
Seed.
Did nobody
He never would've
consider
seen
that
this
this could
coming.
happen?
That was pretty cool, actually. You see the animation, it was like traditional animation, frame by frame. It was pretty cool. It was
How did nobody think this could happen?
For little girls.
Mine. Intermission.
Go get some snacks. Perhaps a carbonated soda.
Okay, oh. Edited by Fireteam Harmony.
I've chosen the large tub.
My nipples look like milk duds.
I've got some yellow
Oh,
liquid
Living
for your
Tombstone.
popcorn. And it's non-dairy.
Nice.
I love how we see a dramatic previously on My Little Pony thing. And then we cut
And
right
then you cut right to the
end
intro,
scene.
yeah.
We interrupt this tension-filled cliffhanger to bring you a catchy theme song that everyone mocks but secretly enjoys. And don't you tell me otherwise.
No. It was a funny gag the first time, but I'm not doing it twice in one episode. Just play the old footage. That's good enough. Play it backwards. Play it at double speed. I'm not doing it again.
Sorry, I just thought of a really funny joke.
It must be fun to be a villain, though, because all of them laugh a lot.
The Pony of Shadows looks a lot like Spawn.
Your pitiful attempt to imprison me has
failed.
Blah 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 blah. Why has no one shot this guy? Ooh, Star Swirl. I'm sorry.
Well, that's what
Performance.
happens when you get older.
Just so you know,
Performance,
there's probably
No table of contents.
Control F, Control F.
Allow me to assist.
Oh, that's nice of him. See, I knew there was some...
Oh.
This literally is the Venom Pony.
Allow me to assist. I didn't mean to do that. I got hurt.
Without the power of Bonehead.
Bonehead. It's still funny, yeah.
Sounds so stupid.
Bonehead.
I was gonna make a joke earlier, but they actually called it Ponehenge.
I know I laughed at it before, but it's still funny.
I can't stand that. I'm sorry, I just can't. The power of Ponehenge. Without the power of Ponehenge. It's not even clever!
It kind of is, but...
No, I just wanted to save you.
And don't call me Shirley.
I just wanted your signature. Now get back in your rocks.
When I extinguish the light and hope of this miserable world.
Seriously, shoot him.
Dang, he was just straight up like, okay, well, this is how I die.
This one is almost as strong as you, Star Swirl.
Shoot him!
Shoot him!
Lucky for her, she's not alone.
That's the father-son command man. I love
Oh, yeah. I heard a burnout tire screech in there.
That didn't work. I'll do the same exact attack a second time.
Here comes Starlight with her OP whatever powers. Like, she just doesn't eat. Why is Twilight even in this show anymore? You don't need her.
SpongeBob.
Blast! It was thwarted yet a second time.
Starlight's really powerful.
Yeah, yeah. Starlight's easily the most powerful unicorn in the show.
We will not rest until we find a way to return you to Limbo.
They're so worried about returning this guy to Limbo. All they have to do is put him in a dream, within a dream, within a dream, within a dream, and then kill him. That's it.
Okay, maybe we'll take a
Then how do you do that?
But after that,
then we will never rest.
And you six will bow to me!
Whoops, he accidentally exploded. We win.
Just them. Just the six. He doesn't care about the rest of the world as long as these six bow to him. That's all he ever asked for.
I mean, he doesn't care about the others. He just cares about those
He
six.
just got owned by one alicorn and one very powerful unicorn. And there are now 15 ponies arrayed against him. This guy doesn't have a snowball's chance. And this would be over right now if these ponies showed just a little motivation.
That is a riddle
We must unravel.
I have no idea. Unless you're speaking another language.
we can't understand your accent.
Also, speaking of language, if they all spoke old
She doesn't.
Polish,
I just love her
speak
voice. It's
Polish
great.
now?
Makes me love her character
I'm
too.
wrapping my head around these accents.
How long have we been gone?
Over 1,000 years.
Yeah, we really should get you all up to speed. But first and foremost, everyone that you knew and loved is gone.
Uh-huh.
And I think we'll leave it at that for a moment.
Then my spell worked. Before it was meddled with.
You stupid, stupid, stupid.
Star Swirl Senpai.
You know, if he wasn't so
like
tall,
you.
if he wasn't so like tall and looking down on everyone
Guess
else,
you never find another
every
ancient
pony else,
boyfriend.
I think it would be easier to like him.
Well, we did have to save everybody from Nightmare Moon and Discord and Chrysalis and King Sombra and Lord T-Rex, and there was that one time.
At band camp?
Oh. It's that one time at band camp.
That's all in the past.
The past is in my ass.
Let it go! Let it go!
Go!
If Black Griffin doesn't start singing, I'm gonna be mad as fuck.
Prepare to be angry.
This is making me laugh, genuinely. I'm just watching it now. I'm not even giving good reactions. This is good.
We will stop the Pony of Shadows.
As opposed to when you could have stopped him just now.
I just realized he kind of looks like Flash Sentry.
He is Flash Sentry. They just colored him different.
It isn't easy.
And change his last name.
Say you have saved the world. It is quite another to do it.
Dude, Star Swirl's kind of a dick. I mean, I understand he's grumpy because he's old. Probably has to poop and has been trapped for 1,000 years.
Yeah.
But come on.
Time
take some fucking
stands still.
sake,
It's not like.
And lighten the fuck up, Francis.
Okay, I'm gonna sing my own praises here. Back in my Rainbow Rocks review, I specifically said Star Swirl, the bearded jerk, and he is a total jerk, and I should not be proud of that.
Oh, we've saved the world, Beardo.
Yeah, I've saved the world. I'm Rainbow Dash. You know me.
You need to be more respectful to Beardo. Except that he just broke Twilight's heart, and anybody who does that deserves to have their beard flipped.
Deserves to catch the deafness.
And other catchphrases.
The problem of locating the Pony of Shadows remains.
If Star Swirl's ever around a cat, cats probably love his outfit. Just
Wow.
Now, my friends, we must sneak up on the Pony of Shadows. Shing! Shing! Shing!
Sounds like you need a map.
I'm the
Yeah,
map.
I'm the map.
I'm the map.
I was waiting for someone to say
You destroyed the map! Now we can't locate them, you idiots!
He's Star Swirl. He can do anything.
He's Star Swirl. He can do anything. Anything.
that.
Twilight
Anything?
she's so enamored and yet so embarrassed that he doesn't like her.
Or anyone.
Grown from the seed we planted over 1,000 years ago. Then it did work.
The Viking.
Yes, it seems to reek of retconned baloney.
In hopes that it would grow
Into a forceful good.
I still don't understand your accent, ma'am.
We wanted to leave something to protect the realm in our absence, but...
We thought that maybe Princess Celestia and Luna would be those defenders, but we wanted
Battery
to hedge
fully
our bets.
charged.
They're very unreliable.
We never dreamed our gift would become so powerful.
I miss cribbage with my friends.
That is impressive. Okay, Ellie does not sound like that.
So these folks never saw Discord ever. Because Discord was dealt with by the sisters.
Yeah, I guess not.
Okay. A lot of stuff happened 1,000 years ago in Equestria.
Like exactly 1,000 years ago.
Y'all mean the elements came from you?
This episode had my curiosity, but now it has my attention.
Good. That's what I was hoping. Because otherwise, my stupid theory would have to be correct.
Laughter! Honesty!
Wait, what was that?
That is actually the best thing in the entire show so far. This grabs AJ's butt. One.
I was waiting for a reaction to this.
The hell are you doing, Pinkie Pie?
I would call for personal space, but it's Pinkie Pie, and that's just a pipe dream.
Oh my! Is there fan art of this?
I mean, I love butts as much as the next pony.
Sure there will be.
Kindness!
No,
I'm sure there is,
You
actually.
know, Pinkie Pie is going to get a sexual harassment lawsuit doing that.
Pinkie, stop touching people's butts.
How did they get away with this? She's jamming her face in an apple bottom.
Jeans. Apple bottom jeans.
Oh, Pinkie, you are so random.
I like how it's been so long since the elements were a thing. We need Pink's position for it. All of the new little kiddies watching probably never even heard of the elements of harmony.
Magic!
Yeah.
Those of us in the Search Age know what you did.
Imagination. There we go.
Magic.
Well, then, at the end of the day, why even bother with the other elements when all you need is my magic?
Hope, strength, beauty, bravery, healing, and sorcery.
Sorcery.
G4.
That's black magic.
Wind, water, fire, heart.
Atmosphere.
Strength, beauty. I have an accent, but it is nondescript.
There it is, guys. There it is. We figured it out, alright? So this whole time we've been talking about how, like, isn't it weird that, like, you know, Rainbow Dash is this element, even though Applejack does this stuff, but Applejack kind of does this stuff, even though she's supposed to be honesty. And, you know, all this stuff we've always been like, some of these don't really make sense. It's because they were wrong. They've been wrong. It's that Rainbow Dash is bravery, not loyalty.
That is not nice, Star Swirl. Stop being so mean to Twilight. She looks up to you. I feel sorry for her, like, actually, legitimately.
Like, what is up with Star Swirl? He, like, seems a bit extra.
I should feel bad for her, but I just can't. I just can't. Twilight, man, way to make an impression, girl.
Is he gonna be the villain of this?
I don't really.
No, he's just gonna be like
No
kind of an
idea
obstacle.
Our small seed would bloom into the living spirit of the land.
Right Mac and Pearbutter's tree is better.
To sacrifice the elements for that.
Oh, right.
But if they're gone forever, then our franchise will be gone.
I don't think the tree can survive without the elements. If it dies, Equestria will suffer.
And we might get another Rule 34 episode with Plunder Vines.
Can't they go Super Saiyan?
You have the rainbow powers.
Yeah, what?
Unless you have a better idea.
Twilight, your idol's an asshole.
He is kind of an asshole.
Never meet your heroes, they say.
These are the points where we can fast travel.
We can use this table and chairs. See?
What are we waiting for?
I like your spirit.
Oh, shit it.
I like your spirit. I'm your counterpart. Counterpartner. That's not funny. Why did I say that? That wasn't even a joke.
Sea pony etiquette isn't going to help right now, Spike.
It's
Foreshadowing.
funny because that would have actually been extremely helpful.
It'll help you apologize for Grand Theft Pearl.
It would help in the movie.
No, Spike, that wouldn't help right now, but last month, probably would have came in handy.
Sea Pony Etiquette Chapter 1. Shooby-doo, doo-dooby-doo, be nice to other ponies.
Why wouldn't I be okay?
Why wouldn't I be okay?
There we go.
Luna was that ultimate evil that threatened Equestria.
Animated
Celeste
James is in here. He could have been
and
doing that a
failed
lot.
on several occasions, and Cadence allowed Chrysalis an opening to get into Canterlot and take over. Basically, screwing up and unleashing doom is pretty much par for the course with princesses in this show. Don't even get me started on Flurry Heart.
You didn't know that was gonna happen.
Yeah, see, now, here, take a lesson here from Starlight Glimmer, Twilight. You royally screwed up, and she's not rubbing it in your face. She's encouraging you. When is the last time you did that for her?
Well, then in season 8, she kind of tells her
People
that
don't
she
wanna
screwed
like
up.
Starlight just because of what she represents.
The
in terms
exact
of the way
opposite of
shown
what
and
happened.
written.
So.
But I really
That's how I
like her
make
as
up
a
for it.
character, so I'm going to ignore that for the time being and just saying that you are my favorite pony right now, at this moment.
Now the elements of harmony will be lost to fix my mistake.
I mean, I like Starlight too.
Maybe
She's
there's
like a
another
great
way.
character now.
You could try
The
asking
only thing I
Discord
don't
to
like is
snap
that
his
she's
fingers.
kind of
He's
replacing
always absent
Twilight now.
whenever Equestria is doomed.
I'm just hoping that doesn't
Hey,
actually
look.
happen.
That book had a hammer and sickle on it.
Oh.
Magic, confirmed.
Even though we'll lose the elements, we'll have the ponies that created them.
The Honda elements of harmony.
If they really do get rid of the elements here, this is a pivotal episode in the series. They are connected to the elements. And almost every time they've saved Equestria, it has been through the use of the elements. So, this is interesting.
I was thinking of another way that maybe doesn't involve banishing.
You know what we should do? We should redeem the bad guy. Have we ever thought of doing that? Maybe redeeming the bad guy?
No, that'd be silly.
It seems the dark places Star's world indicated on the map have changed.
Oh my god. It's the Thor movie. It's the He-Man movie. I haven't seen either of those movies.
No, Pinky, stop. It costs $4 million to put your face on each of those billboards.
Oh.
So, if I understand you correctly, the Pony of Shadows has already been beaten by gentrification.
We'll be ready.
These two are just hitting it off, man.
Oh, they're already sharing cider. Fan artists start envisioning the children.
To save our home, we are willing to leave it.
Also, all of our loved ones from 1,000 years ago are dead.
I don't think you'll have to.
Twilight waited on the other side of that door for hours in anticipation of that statement.
This is hardly the time to take risks on
Half-baked spells.
Stop being such a
Also, I realized that I found out that the guy who voices Star Swirl is the same guy who voices the chief from Death Note, the American
bad
version.
guy in this episode.
Well, I'd say more of the asshole than the bad guy.
But, like, even the bad guy's like, I'm gonna make it dark. Okay, bye. And, like, the whole time, this guy's just shitting on Twilight. He's like, no, that's dumb.
Twilight never shuts up with that Starswell, but Starswell just hates Twilight, and that's pretty great.
Begging your pardon, Mr.
The bearded.
Begging your pardon, Mr. the Fuckface.
Like, Applejack has the best name for people. Mr. the Bearded.
I think you'll find her work is worth reading before you dismiss it out of hook.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Fluttershy. Thank you, Fluttershy.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't needed.
Mm-hmm. Is great.
Oh, damn, Star Swirl, back that up. You do not want to get Fluttershy's hackles up. Just ask Carrie the Bear. I were you, I'd run.
Look, all of her friends are like, you're a dick, and Twilight's like, he's not that bad. It's like an abusive relationship, yo.
It kinda is.
Yeah.
I suppose there is a chance.
I guess.
We still have no idea where to find the villain.
We've resorted to calling him the villain.
Uh-oh. The map will tell you where to go. The map will tell you where. How convenient.
Oh, and I bet the magic was waiting hours for the right moment to do that as well.
Oh no, Starlight stole our cutie marks again.
Maybe we should
Oh.
go there.
Thank you, Spike. Thank you. Good work.
The map's like, here, idiots.
I bet Spike got his degree from the University of Luth.
Yeah.
Get it?
Duluth.
So,
I think a branch of the Apple family lives there.
I think it'd be a shorter list if you put where the Apple family doesn't live.
Farmers, you know. What else is there to do on a hot summer's day?
The only time the maps called all of us to one place was Starlight's village.
The only time that map ever calls all of us is during a boss fight.
So it's like a supervillain tracker.
Damn.
No offense.
That was my favorite eyebrow raise in the entire series.
Starlight, you do not take Applejack's shtick.
I just love it. Like, I love how she's just, like, so over the no offense thing.
I'm so
Sunset.
sick of that no offense joke. It's not funny anymore! You have overused it, and at this point, it's just mean.
Oh my god, that joke is never not funny. No offense, even though it's really offensive.
It's official. Starlight's never gonna live this down.
I will go evil again and blast them all to kingdom come. With my lightsaber! I love this lightsaber.
I keep forgetting Starlight used to be a bad guy. She's just grown so much to be this snarky side character.
Yeah, it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to really think of her as a bad guy now.
You know, doing some Hitler crap in a few seasons. So
it's more Joseph
this whole
Stalin
dialogue
crap.
to me seems. It's just so fascinating to see a villain come.
I mean, she's not exterminating anyone. She's just like,
times in various series,
it's literal communism.
I like that they're showing it in a kids show.
A good thought, Twilight.
Oh, did you see that Pikachu face? That was really cute, and I love that.
It's almost like Kirby face as well.
For a split second.
I'm going down.
Ah, it's so cute! Oh my gosh!
But that confirms my thought that the Tree of Harmony and the map are kind of like borderline sentient. They're almost like Awa and Avatar.
Banishment really the only option?
You're right. Execution.
Does the new Princess Ruby ring the bell? I'm just so tired of redemption. I want to see something get blown up!
Yes, that's what we always did back in our times. Banishment was a punishment for everything. Steal some food, banishment. Jaywalk, banishment. Didn't file your taxes on time, banishment.
Maybe the Pony of Shadows is ready to talk?
Actually, Starlight, no time has passed for the Pony of Shadows.
Kill
in
someone.
Limbo. If you can't
In
even pay
ancient,
attention to
kill
the
someone
basic
in
lore of the show, you'll never
Italy.
be accepted as a brony. Filthy casual.
Kudos are given where kudos are earned. I like that Starlight, the reformed villain, is the one who brings up that they could reform the villain. Admittedly, the rest of the cast should know that this works at least a bit. I don't know, maybe friendship is magic. I'm not quite sure yet.
Once a villain, always a villain.
That right there, that one little line, it touched a chord with me.
Think, Twilight. Think. Don't just go with Star Swirl because you'll learn.
Yeah, why try? My question is, why try? And let me guess.
No, he didn't try. He was evil, and we knew it from the beginning.
But let me guess, okay? And I promise I haven't seen this before, but this just seems like what would happen. It was a misunderstanding. He wasn't trying to use the powers for himself. They made an assumption, and they forced him to a position of evil. And if they had only listened to him and not assumed, then everything would have been fine, because true evil doesn't exist, and nobody really wants to hurt you, and they just need to be understood, and that's how the world works, and anybody who disagrees is stupid and should be banished and sent to prison, right? Double standard much? Ugh.
We must prepare.
You have one one MLP. Oh. Come, we must prepare for the struggle ahead.
Lost. Come, we must prepare. I am straight out of How to Train Your Dragon, but I don't really have a Scottish accent. It's more borderline.
I haven't used a bathroom in 1,000 years, and they've invented indoor plumbing since then. It's going to be an eventful homecoming.
Pony of Shadows doesn't really seem like the friendship type.
Honestly, we don't know anything about him.
I mean, was Tyrek the friendship type? Was Sombra the friendship type? Was a Chrysalis? Not yet, maybe, but I don't know. So maybe that's going to be like the series finale thing of all the villains come back and they're like good guys now whatsoever, and they start singing, you know, Getting Stronger from Gabe. So that'll be interesting.
And yet you haven't tried to befriend the dragons much, have you?
And like, to imagine it's the chart from Always Sunny where Mac's doing like pros and cons, and like on one side it's like friends, like Discord, Trixie, and then the other side it's like Tyrek, Sombra, Starlight's in the middle. Like, we're not quite certain what to do with her just yet.
I polished your shield for you. Can we make out now? Oh, she's polishing his shield. Oh, I really shouldn't read into that.
Your shield doesn't match your armor, and that's tacky. You should feel bad.
Nice. That didn't work. That should work.
Tale of our rift.
It's a sad one.
Oh no.
Oh,
really? I was expecting happy bunnies and flowers.
We're going to forgive him, aren't we?
There we go. Oh.
I'll get the trash bags. No need for all of this now that the show's over.
Oh, these are the Dazzlings.
Oh! Wow, I really should be freaking out over the sirens being in canon, but I freaked out over Twilight's expression, I freaked out over shooting the pony in shadows, and I'm still freaking out
Flaming
over Flash
Shark's
and Rainbow
reaction
Dash,
was
so,
the best.
Yeah, I'm tapped.
Obvious jokes aside, it's not a matter of whether or not Equestria Girls is canon, because even as someone who's not a fan, I admit it's always been technically canon. But do you think Larson would have brought Equestria Girls characters into the show? How about Lauren Faust? It's not so much the existence of sirens either, because I think they are really awesome villains. It's just there should be as much distance as possible between the show we know and love and this humanized high school spin-off series.
Mhm.
It's like, there are two very different things, and I think there should be some distance there, and this is the opposite of distance, so... Okay, rant over. Let's just continue and hope for the best. Maybe it's not so bad.
Now this is cool, because it's world building, which is something I always enjoy when I watch My Little Pony. To be like, oh, so this is how this is all interwoven, and to take like the sirens. And,
It's so awesome.
It's so cool. It's like this. You all didn't have to do this, but you did, and it works really
That's
well.
so cool.
I also like how they're like, we'll give them to the humans to deal with.
Imagine becoming like a dickhead the instant you hear like bad singing in the distance. And then you're just like, oh!
Oh, they wouldn't strike a child. Oops.
Wait a minute, was that Quasimodo?
Quasimodo.
Oh god, they just turned it into a mosh pit.
More
I don't know
solo
who
than hero.
Quasimodo is, I'm
He
sorry.
recognized our emerging world would need champions.
Thank God you all were walking right over there at the same time.
Bye.
She can
Look forward to you being the
quickly
best villains
change
in Equestria
a
Girls.
right angle
You just,
and
I guess
flying
you
fast.
just explained Equestria Girls too. Alright.
Now we will banish them to the poor part of the franchise. That high school shit.
Thank you. Thank you for having the portal lead to darkness and not a bunch of lanky, colorful people at a high school cafeteria. Thank you.
So basically, Earth is Equestria's dumpster.
Not our problem.
We should take Bikini Bottom
And push it somewhere else.
The first reference I've noticed, direct reference to the universe of Equestria Girls. However, if you didn't watch Equestria Girls, you wouldn't catch that reference. So that's really clever. I like that. I like that they did that.
Artifacts.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure a lot of people watched it.
We always thought to return and seek forgiveness.
I'm sorry, that accent is really grating on my nerves.
But when we saw him again, his heart was bent on revenge.
And he was possessed by the Venom symbiote.
No, it's Venom. See, this is a Venom. No, there's too many coincidences, all right? So Eddie Brock went to a church because he felt like, oh, I hate everything. I'm just sick and tired, whatsoever. Like, whatever incarnation you want to go. Like, he was just so bent out of shape. Like, he felt like his life was falling to pieces, and then the symbiote grafted to him. So this is such a Venom pony right here. This is the Venom pony, all right? I like this villain now, extra, because Venom's my favorite comic book character of all time. Spider-Man's my favorite superhero, but Venom is my favorite, like, comic book character. So this is dope to me.
No doubt it was an enchantment to take our powers for himself.
Maybe you should have some doubt.
The enchantment.
This thing, assumptions make an ass out of you and me. Just remember that for future reference. No offense.
Yeah.
Taken.
There,
And
I
it would
thought
be best
that
if
he
we
was
were
going to
not
go for that.
Yeah, you pony who only altered reality a couple of times. Get out of here. What do you know?
Dude, can you go one scene without being a jerk?
Ugh, books. Except during do. Haha.
That is half of this fucking episode. Half of this fucking episode, they've been reading books. God damn it, we get it. They're trying to figure out what the fuck to do.
I mean, it is a library. I mean, they're not. What else would you do in a library?
Like, oh wow, this is what the world looks like 1,000 years in the future, huh? Like, they did one scene of that. It should be the whole fucking episode. It'd be cool as shit. Instead of just like, let's read this book.
Envy. He wanted more power than he had.
Star Swirl, we just went over this. Assumptions make an ass out of you. Me, I learned that lesson, but you've always sort of been kind of a donkey's behind. No offense.
Stygian wants to destroy all that is good in this world.
Did she fucking ask you? Old wrinkly bro. No. She was asking her buddy.
Me. Well, her. Us.
There's no way to befriend a pony like that.
Wow. Equestrian partisanship.
I guess I'm lucky your idol wasn't around when you decided to be my friend. I might have been banished to Limbo, too.
Oh, cripes, here come the waterworks.
Ooh, Starlight. There are still some really salty fans. I wouldn't give them ideas.
Seems like the Hollow Shades isn't the only place with a friendship problem.
Damn. Damn, that is some powerful crap right there. Oh my god. You know, this is one of those things where people who know me know I am a huge advocate of villains just, they're villains. Just put them down as fast as you can. Future Trunks, Punisher, Rorschach, Spawn, all those people who don't waste no time. They just end the villain right there. So this is giving me a freaking grown man second thoughts about that whole thing because of what Starlight just said.
This is the pony that was like, Thorax's brother seems like a lost cause.
If I was Starlight, I'd be like, hell yeah, throw all the bad guys under the bus, because then it just goes to show I wasn't that bad. I'm not bad. These guys are worse, way worse. Bad guys. Not me. Not bad.
We see where she's coming from, but if it wasn't something that had already been done like several times on this program.
Almost every time.
Necklace. Crown thingy. And best of all, Spike doesn't have to be the new Rainbow Dash.
So they're gonna form the Avengers?
Cool. I didn't know the gold came from the element.
How do we use them?
I'll be with you in a second there, Rocco. I'm looking it up right now. Trust me.
What if they had that with their Super Saiyan forms?
That'd be awesome. Think of the toys.
Jesus Christ, Hasbro, think of the toys!
We're used to banishing evil before breakfast.
I like them.
I ship it.
Why does Flash Magnus only have one hoof gauntlet?
We're used to banishing evil before breakfast. Before hoof bump me.
I really hope Twilight knows what she's doing.
When does Twilight ever know what she's doing?
I have no clue what I'm doing.
I don't remember reading anything
moon.
that said the Hollow Shades was like this.
Because the bad guys do.
Prepare yourselves.
Alright, we need a tank here to get some heals. Alright, make sure you all stay out of the fire during this fight. And, oh my god, Leroy, you just went in.
Courage is your best
Oh my god, he just ran in.
against the storm which is now at hand. That and hope that only Sonambula can bring. Where was that from? Fool of a toque!
Oh no, they're consumed by the depths of the earth for eternities to come.
That moment when you remember a really good joke.
Oh, that's right. Brony Dance Party's not in this. I just realized.
Austin Powers or Dr. Evil just starts laughing like chaotically.
Welcome to the Well of Shame.
I mean, the
Did
Well
you
of
just say the
Shame.
Well of Shame?
Why do they call it that? Because the guy that built it fell down it and it was really sad.
The darkness spoke to me of a power beyond any I could imagine.
Feel the power of the dark side, Starswirl!
That darkness's name was Charlie Murphy.
The shadow and I became
BFFs. Holds up a bracelet that says BFFs on it.
Venom. Totally Venom.
Best buds.
The darkness has infected him. This is literally Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man 3.
Let me know when he's done monologuing.
You tried to steal our powers.
Seriously, petty theft. Petty theft, that's all he did. He stole a flower.
I think Eric is like one of the only villains where it's like, no, this guy's a straight up evil. Like, there's no like.
Well, Sombra as well.
He didn't invite me to his birthday party.
You monster frisbee.
Well, that sucks. Oh, thank you.
Oh.
And then they formed Voltron.
Yay.
Oh shit, he's gonna get sucked out into space. It's pretty metal, actually.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I remember the end of Portal 2.
There's a pony in there.
Found him.
What the hell?
That sound effect was actually pretty
Suddenly
badass.
violating personal space is a good thing.
That was cool. That was cool. Okay. That was really cool.
I mean, I get it, but also that's really weird imagery.
What? Stygian?
My boy.
Well, what the heck? Of course there's a pony in there. What do you think is it, like, what he is? Like...
Ooh, that's really...
Cool.
Yeah,
that's
that's like-
creepy though.
It's like bone chilling.
Whew, and then I went black, and the music stopped, and that is well done. I like that.
Are you Stygian?
My Little Pony stole this from Undertale.
I brought them together. I planned strategy and I read all I could about the beasts we faced.
I played a lot of Risk and Stratego growing up.
I didn't have magic or strength, so nobody ever noticed me.
You know, guys, here's something funny about heroes. They are a juvenile fantasy. And I don't mean that with derision, it's like the actual term. It's juvenile because, at the end of the day, being the hero, no matter how virtuous, is still about being recognized. It's still about having everyone shower praise upon you for the great things you've done. And we've all daydreamed about being the hero. We've all wanted to be the center of attention in a good way. It's growing up that you start to realize it's not about you, it's about other people, it's about the bigger picture, more than any one individual. And the people who grasp that are usually some of the most beneficial people in this world.
I really do like his voice. It's very pretty, very soft and relaxed.
I went to Ponehenge to make my own copies of the artifacts.
God damn it.
Stole their artifacts.
Oh yeah,
Telling them.
Ponehenge.
It's like, dude, you know what this looks like if they arrived? Or you're gonna go, whoa, guys, listen, I'm gonna make myself powerful by using your artifacts. Like, that's the problem with this episode. Like, a simple communication would have resolved this.
I never wanted to steal their power.
That's the look you get on your face when you just realized that you stole about 1,000 years from all your friends over a misunderstanding.
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't you say that before, dummy?
The darkness welcomed me when no pony would.
Dark, the dark, darkness, the dark, the dark.
I will do what I must to protect it.
If a villain doesn't, senselessly murder a bunch of innocent people, I'm all for it, forgiven. All right, whatever.
Now
like, you
in
didn't hurt
darkness,
anyone
world stops
seriously. Okay, you may
turning.
have been a dick and done some stuff to hurt people, but that's fine because I'm usually so kill them right now. But all right, let's see how this plays out. This is really actually entertaining.
This is all a misunderstanding.
No
that's a freaking word.
There's one
No
pony in
shit,
Equestria
it's a
that can save a
misunderstanding.
friendship. It's her.
Yeah, she's the main character of the show. Maybe you've heard of her.
I want to be.
Not anymore.
But my Britishness won't let me.
Revenge isn't what you want. Friendship is.
Ooh.
Woo, we've got ourselves a Marlin here. Reel her in, Twilight.
I have this horrible image of two hooves ripping free and the rest of them going into the portal. I think I'm sick.
This has such a Hexus feel to me. I think this is actually Frangoli.
Yeah, wouldn't it be so cool if, Stygian stays this way? The Shadow Pony as a main character, oh, hi, guys. Oh, there's this bad guy. I gotta go kick their butt. That would be so dope. Do that.
I don't know how this works. My chest, it just does it on its own.
Cool. And with that,
Toilet.
there goes any chance of Celestia or Luna actually dating a male alicorn in this series.
They just performed an exorcism. The power of ponies compels you!
Look forward to the Pony of Shadows being in the next Equestria Girls movie.
Yeah, I thought so too at first, but no, I missed the fact that that's in Limbo, not for the girls.
Everyone dies.
Friendship power rush. Woo!
Power Thirst! Friendship Edition! Throw that.
Oh, it's my spider blocker. No.
But instead of listening, we turned our backs on you.
That's how I became Star Swirl. The legend.
Yo, Stygian, I'm on your side, homie. This guy's a dick.
It seems I never accounted for the magic of friendship.
Roll credits!
And in the end, Star Swirl does learn the magic of friendship.
Oh my gosh. Those space symbols are flippin' adorable.
Thank you, Swirl Star.
Star Swirl.
I dream about you.
Swell Star? How do you even do that?
Our butt says the episode is over. Yay!
Yay!
So, apparently a conversation can save Equestria?
Now, about those wings.
Starlight, no one likes a braggart. You can just silently lord this over him for the next decade.
You're an ass.
I will be making a lot of apologies today.
The plot twist was that Starswell was a big dickhead the whole time.
I simply cannot believe how tall you've got.
And how do you do that thing with your mane?
Luna, what you been up to for the last 1,000 years?
Tell me all about everything you've done in the last 1,000 years.
Celestia, well, speaking of limbo...
As long as you don't ask for those essays we owed you before you disappeared.
So, wait, so if the princesses owed Star Swirl, like, essays, that implies that Star Swirl was, like, above them in power? Then how does that work? So, because I thought, oh my god, it turns out I know nothing about My Little Pony lore this whole time. Oh. Because I thought the princesses were just the rulers of the land all the time. But I guess not? Huh. Okay.
The realm has grown.
That's something that we need to still address, like the mystery behind Celestia and Luna.
That way I won't be on hand when Equestria is invaded by the Swamp King. Whoops, was that a spoiler?
So Stygian's like Nick Fury for the Avengers, right?
I long to see what has become of my home.
That must still suck, though. Like, all your, like, people you know and love are dead. Basically, I mean, that's horrible.
Oh, that's gonna be a bad day for Rockhoof, because his entire village is nothing but an archaeological site.
I want to see my family.
I hope they all show up at least some point
Share the wisdom of your great
in season 8, because like not a lot of them have a place to stay.
Especially with Jean-Luc Prince-Card.
She showed me that the power of friendship is a magical force indeed.
That was a great face. That was cute.
She's cramming her pants.
Whoa, hold up. It was Starlight who actually was telling Twilight that she was being blinded by hero worship and not following her own magic of friendship.
Good thing I had a student of my own to remind me.
Ah. I generally like that episode.
Yeah.
I generally like that episode. That was like a fun little episode right there.
Aha! Told you.
Not that we need it in a show like this, but I feel like this show tries to avoid the fact that there are such things as bad people in this world. And sometimes you just gotta put one of them down.
Yep, I really did like this one. This has a feeling of a throwback to really great season finales of prior seasons. I really did like how the writers tied in Starlight teaching Twilight. I liked how they brought in Star Swirl, not knowing the magic friendship in the end, learning the magic of friendship. Now, the only thing we have to really figure out is when Starlight is getting her wings.
And thus ends the season
Eventually
7
gonna
finale
happen.
of My Little Pony.
Probably.
They just reformed Star Swirl. Oh my god, they just reformed Star Swirl.
Oh yeah,
Star
they
Swirl
did.
the Bearded. Where do you go from there? Well, Star Swirl wasn't even a villain. You're out of people to reform. Who do you reform next? Looks like next person
Somebody reform
you
it, just
have to
teaching a lesson.
reform is me. Wait a minute. You're not Rainbow Dash. This whole time you were actually
Me.
Queen Chrysalis.
What?
Yes, me. I'm Chrysalis.
Okay. That's a different outro, I think. Well, yeah, obviously, but that's it. Okay. So, yeah, that was enjoyable, but like, I have to say, compared to the past Bronies reacts, I would say that was kind of underwhelming. I don't know, just like most of the jokes seemed like obviously like first-hand intended. A lot of them kind of felt easy, but like there was like a lot of good points made, like aside from comedy. It was I don't know, it was like, yeah, it just felt different. It didn't really feel like it felt like Bronies react, but it didn't feel like the comedy that it usually was like it was actually founded upon. But yeah, it's probably I like the other one. I like the past ones better, but just I don't really know what words to use. It's just just kind of underwhelming. I was hoping that it might have been better. Actually, around like the second half of it, it started getting better. Like the comedy was improving, But yeah, it still kind of felt like low key. I think it's because like most of the best reactors, like Animated James, No Acting, even Ali Monty, Brony Dance Party, all the like some of the greatest ones, like they weren't in it, and they stopped Brony's React like some while ago. Like, yeah, it's just it just really changed it all. But I don't think that means that. I think it's just like this is one that's just kind of you know, a little underwhelming, low key. But it could, like, the next one might if the next one is Brony's React to season 8 episode 1 and 2, that might be better. Who knows? I don't know. It's all possibilities. Yeah. And yeah. So I hope you enjoyed the commentary. God bless. Stay safe. Have a nice day. And as always, goodbye.